It is somewhat stable, somewhat steady, but just an odd looking quadcopter. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is a review of the TYRC TY6 Sky Overlord. Very unusual looking quadcopter. Look at this thing. It is a folding quadcopter, but it folds up in a very weird way. I'll show you that here shortly. But what you got is, it is a Wi-Fi FPV flyer. This is my phone, and it comes with this phone holder. You also get these little suction cup sticks that you can put on the face of your phone. Unfortunately, when I put them on the face, they would be interfering with the controls on the phone. So, you know, like the takeoff, you know, the suction cup would go over the takeoff button or other things like that. So I'm just going to fly it using my thumbs, using thumb controller of this. But again, this is a folding quadcopter, and let me show you how it folds and unfolds. It is very unusual. By the way, it has a 720p HD camera it comes with, but the way you unfold it is this one goes up, this one goes out, like, wait a minute, see, there we go, like that. You pop them open like that, then you break them down until they're down and out like that. So you get this 45-degree angle, and then you push them down like that until they're level. There, they snap into place there. Be very careful because this plastic, you know, it's lightweight, but it appears to be very fragile. So that's it in its flight. Wait, I'm not completed yet. No, it's not in its flight shape yet. You got to bring the motors down. The motors come down like so. We're almost in its flight shape. And there we are. That is its flight shape. Motors pointing upward, these 45-degree brace, and protective propeller flat with the ground. Okay, now here's the camera. The camera's down like this. Notice there's no landing gear on this thing, so you can't really take it off from the ground. You got to take this off by using by hand, and before it's end of its flight, you should grab it before it lands, or let it, you know, tilt over when it lands. But this is powered by a 750 milliampere hour standard, you know, generic 750 milliampere hour with red JST connector battery in there, and on top of that we have an on-off switch on top. Now this on-off switch, you know, you think you press here, but no, you got to press it right about here behind this to get it to go on and off. I had a problem last night figuring out, how do you turn this thing on? Well, it's, you don't press down there, you press here in the back until you hear a click. So that was unusual too with this thing. Let's go for a flight of this and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, this is its FYD FPV app. You want to make sure you're in English, and that's, you can switch between Chinese and English there. And we want to make sure that we have fixed height mode on. You also might want to go in and check the parameters here, but I don't see an ability to switch between 720p HD and normal flight. And then we're going to hit, notice this also has a simulator button that you can access its simulator. I'm showing you its simulator real quick to learn basic flight. I've used this before. It's very loud. But if you want to practice flying, you can practice with this program because it has a simulator program. Okay, coming back out of it, now we're going to hit play. And we have FPV video. And we have flight control on. I want to click this upper right corner here and make sure we are in 720p recording. Okay, I have well, actually, I think you have to, if I remember correctly with this program, you got to have VGA showing to record in 720p, if I remember correctly, but we're going to find out here shortly. And we went altitude hold on. Okay, it's on. Now we're going to hit takeoff. And give it throttle. And pushing forward. And there it is. Let's go to higher rate too. I gotta find its rate button. We are in high rate, so it's 100% rate. So this is max forward I could go with this thing right now. So mainly I think, folks, this is mainly intended for indoor flying. Let's go out into the field. I'm gonna let the wind blow it outward, because there's a little bit of a wind today. But again, mainly I think this is intended for indoor flying, just because of its shape. It's odd shape. But hopefully it's recording me in 720p. Pushing forward. And I just want to get close to let you see it. Oddball looking thing, isn't it? Coming down a bit. It is somewhat stable, somewhat steady, but just an odd looking quadcopter. And again, I'm not sure if it's recording in 720p HD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit stop recording and then select the other one, 720. Wait, turn it off, stop recording, and select 720 and hit record again. Now this is the other way to, this is where it says on the screen here 720. I'm not sure if it really is 720. Let's go forward, folks. And keep going forward. And go over my head, or go by me. Just an oddball looking quadcopter. Again, I think it's mainly intended for indoor photography, indoor video, because of all the way it's protected on its propellers. Highly unusual looking thing, letting it go outbound. So for the weirdest looking quadcopter of the year award, I think this would be it. This and the octopus. Those who remember seeing the octopus one. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera again and switch back to from 720 to where it says VGA on my screen. So I don't know if it's really recording in VGA or not. Right now it says VGA on the screen, but I'm not sure if it's in 720p. We'll find out here in post-production. Coming forward again. Now, you know, this is not an acrobatic quadcopter by any means. Not meant to be. Strictly for video or photography. Let's take a still. One more. And then coming back forward again. Still recording. The oddball quadcopter. A flying pack of cigarettes. Yeah, you gotta admit, strange looking thing. TY6. Let's try its maneuverability at. Not extremely maneuverable, and it's landing itself. So that's it, folks. That's its flight time. Stopping it. And again, that one was recorded in VG. Well, it says VGA on the screen. I don't know if it really came out VGA. We'll find out in post test. So we'll see how well it works, how well its camera works. Things about it, you know, it is kind of weird setup. Really meant for indoor flying. I wouldn't recommend this for outdoor. You get any type of wind and you're going to have a hard time fighting the wind, because I was in 100% mode there the whole flight and just could barely fight there's like a 2-mile-per-hour breeze in my face right now. So again, you're really meant for indoor flying. This plastic, this is made of very lightweight plastic, but it feels somewhat fragile. So, you know, be careful setting it up, taking it down, because I think you might have a possibility of breaking it if you overstress the plastic. But it flew very stable, I'll give you that. And again, the idea of its camera being down low like this is to provide some stability to the video, so, you know, to minimize the wobbling. So I think it was doing that very well. So we'll find out. So that, again, this is TY6 from TYRC. It's Quadcopter 101. Got a thumbnail, Home Depot off in the background there. Quadcopter 101, signing out.